we got a question from one of our listeners asking, how long does it take to get born again?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a really, really fascinating question
It-
because it makes you think about, like, what does it really mean to, like, make that big change?
Sure.
You know?
Yeah,
It's a huge question.
totally. And I mean, it's something that people have been grappling with, for centuries. This idea of like, what is the timeline for this transformation?
Yeah, like, is there a definite moment, like in the listener's question?
Yeah.
They seem to be thinking of it like a light switch.
Yeah.
It's either on or it's off.
Right.
Is it like that?
Well, I think the idea of a definite moment is definitely there, in a lot of the accounts that we see.
Okay.
But it also acknowledges that moment can be the culmination of a much longer journey.
So it's like personal growth in a way, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like sometimes you have those big aha moments
Right.
where something just clicks. But it's usually because of all this stuff that's been bubbling under the surface for weeks or months.
Exactly. Yeah. It's that
Yeah.
buildup. It's that like slow burn that then suddenly ignites.
Right.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to this idea of being born again,
Mm.
are we talking about like two different things here?
I wouldn't say two different things necessarily.
Okay.
More like a spectrum of experience,
Okay.
Like on one end of the spectrum, you have those really sudden, dramatic conversions.
Right. Like Paul on the road to Damascus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about a quick turnaround.
Like he's like 1 minute persecuting Christians, the next
Yeah.
he's like the biggest advocate.
Yeah, a complete 180.
Wow.
and the Philippian jailer, after the earthquake, suddenly he's converted.
It's almost like the universe just sort of shook him into this new realization.
Right. But those examples shouldn't be taken as the standard,
Right.
Because for a lot of people, it's a much more gradual process. It's a journey of exploration and questioning and gradually opening themselves up to this new way of seeing the world.
So like the weeks, months, even years of spiritual exercises that the listener was talking about.
Exactly.
So it sounds like it's not really about how long it takes, but about the journey itself.
I think that's a really good way to put it.
Wow. So this is really making me think, if there's no set timeline for being born again,
Yeah.
how do we even begin to understand this kind of transformation?
Now, that's a fantastic question. And it's one that I think we should all ponder. If the journey is so individual and so unique,
Yeah.
what does that tell us about the nature of faith?
Right. What does that tell us about the nature of change itself?
Exactly.
Well, that is something to think about.
It is.
Wow. Thanks for diving into this with me.
Oh, anytime. Thanks for having me.
This has been really fascinating and definitely gives us a lot to ponder.
Absolutely.
But, listener, I hope this has given you some food for thought and maybe even spark some new questions.
Yeah, keep those questions coming. We love them.
We do. All right. Until next time, everyone.
See you later.